Ciao cari, this is a new edition of the top PPC news of from April the 5th to 12th. What we are talking about today is Google Ads, Ad-Strenght coming to the auctions, how to time-proof your structure, your ads, remarketing traffic drop after console mode version 2. Product highlights are important in product feeds, in merchant center. New goal for client retention in Performance Max. How to push local ads. Latest trend in Performance Max. And new data in which Google seems to be pushing for his owned or managed network placements. And for Meta, the latest updates, conversion windows, relevance, and TikTok, which issued a new brand protection, a series of new brand protection tools. Okay, let's move to the news, to the top news. First, we have some extra content. The first one is from ourselves. We have published the first names and the program from ADworld Experience 2023 to 2024. Sorry, on October 17th and 18th, and there is a lot of experience on this. There will be a lot of experience on our stage. Nala Hopkins, John Loomer, Adrian Decker, Andy Morris, conversion rate optimization, as well as Federica Brancale, Sarah Saul, Ruben Rudmoon, Manuel Lodi, Felix Baillards, Massimo Vicchi, Sante J. Achille. If you do PPC at professional level, you cannot miss it. Another extra content from Paid Search Association. We have a new free webinar on PPC management trends with Jack Kapp and Sarah Stayman coming on April the 24th. The third extra content is from Giulia Piemontese on LinkedIn, and she has done a new test on confronting broad and phrase match, and she substantially found that at the beginning phrase match is more performant, but after a while also broad match is bringing in good performance. So that's a nice anyway, that's a nice post. I suggest you to read. And now we'll pass to the top 10, directly to the top 10. Here is the news number 10. Mike Ryan on LinkedIn.com, who has noted a sharp increase of owned and operated placements impression in Google Ads. Yeah, we are talking about the SMAC clients. So this is a study done on data they own, and the spike is quite important. So my suggestion is to give a close look to your especially Performance Max campaigns, and if you haven't a script which is grouping the channels, have it and have a look on. It's probable that you will see a shift, a jump in impression other than search and shopping, which are usually the main ones in Performance Max. It's not for sure, but just have a look to be on the safe side. News number 9. Here, a very nice post on searchengineland.com by Nava Hopkins, who has recap or synthesized the findings, the key findings of their latest Performance Max study on the customers, on optimizer customers, of course, and they've condensed all the main findings here in this post on searchengineland.com. So it's a nice read. News number 8. Mark Ivania is explaining, is sharing some suggestions, some best practice to push on local ads, not local service ads, but the classic search for local companies, locally owned firms. So is suggesting some ways to be more relevant in local searches. News number 7. Dario Zanoni on LinkedIn.com is explaining he has found a spot for the among the first ones in the world, a new beta test on retention goal in Performance Max campaigns. So we had Google used several times in past the goal for new customers, but never on already acquired customers. Now it seems the case they've done it. They are launching it probably in the next month, and this is nice to know. News number 6. Giuseppe Scollo here post in Italian on LinkedIn.com, but you can of course translate it. But the synthesis of it is that he found in a test that product highlight field, which is a sort of a field summarizing the key aspects of a product, a bulleted point test, could be very interesting to use even in Performance Max campaigns. He found that products with this field populated have a slight advantage on others without it. So it could be nice to implement it. News number 5. Matteo Zamboni on LinkedIn.com. All Italians today. It's by chance. It's not on purpose. And Matteo is quite famous at European level on analytics work, analytics side of the moon. He's explaining here why after Concept Mode version 2, you could experience a drop in tracked users, and he's also explaining how to fix it. So it's a very in-depth post. I suggest you to have a read. I could understand 30% of what he said, but it's very analytic, and I know Matteo. I trust. I'm sure suggestion on the developer point of view are correct, are more than correct. News number 4. Two news by Bram Valhalen on LinkedIn.com. The first one is a suggestion on how to compare Advantage Plus agents and broad retargeting ones. He simply said, be careful to the window, to the conversion window, because maybe if you only look at attribution on the one-day attribution, you will have radically different results if you look at 7-day attribution. The first one. The second post is on some news about Facebook and Instagram ads updates. So as usual, Bram reports of everything which is moving on this side of PPC. News number 3, the podium. TikTok has released new brand safety tools, and in particular, the possibility to exclude categories of contents, and a new thing. It's I think it's a AI powered solution to exclude automatically sensible topics on to avoid our brand to be pushed near this content, this problematic and sensitive content. And they launched also some third-party tools to verify the brand safety of ads on the platform. News number 2, the silver medal. Ruben Runboom here on LinkedIn.com. Everything on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has become the most important source for PPC updates. Ruben here is explaining his methodology to set the time-proof structure for campaigns, and I completely agree with him. It's very similar to what I called some years ago agile target layering, and I answered to his post pushing a link in, and you will find we are completely we arrived to those settings completely independently, but the fact that we are on the same line means that probably there is something good in this structure. News number 1, the top news of this week. In the PPC community, there were rumors about the fact that Ad-Strenght had entered the auction KPIs because of a declaration by Google, and my client was one of the professionals who reported this may be new feature, but afterwards Jeannie Marvin and other Google responsible stated that Ad-Strenght is not directly impacting auctions in Google Ads, but it's anyway, nevertheless, the one of the metrics which probably obstacle the entrance in the auction if your ads are not have not a sufficient ad strength, they could be limited in number of impressions. So indirectly is impacting your ads, your campaigns, but it's not in the auction directly. So that's all for this edition. If I forgot something important, please comment so that I can eventually include it next week. And that's all for today. May the ROI be with you, and see you the next time. Ciao!